Are back. Mass Effect 3. We can finally gush about it on the podcast. So yeah, okay, so I gotta say, first off, still have not fixed the, oh, you wanna import your Shepard, gotta remake his face, so taking Shepard and my Fim-Ship army still sitting on my hard drive waiting to be imported in. And actually, I'm on strike. I'm on protest. Like, I am not going to play through the game and romance Liara until they patch that or fix that, because that's like one of the two achievements I have that like I have not gotten is the finish it a second time or with the imported character and the romance. It's like I'm saving myself for Liara when they fix it, and my Tekken Shepherd we can get stuff down with Liara and save the galaxy. So until then, I have like one achievement that's not going to happen, so whatever.
Man, that's amazing. They haven't figured that out yet.
They said they had like they said something about like they're almost, it's like in the whatever
testing,
it's called.
Right?
Yeah, testing. So soon.
That's crazy.
But actually, it's cool because like the cycle I've been on with Mass Effect on like the crack out session is like after I finished it is like they had all this stuff for like the multiplayer for like the weekends, these operations where it's like they have set objectives in multiplayer where it's like go here, do this, and like they give us like a victory and commendation pack. It's like victory I think is if you got completed it, and commendation is just like for everybody for like if they were playing whatever. So
yeah.
that's pretty cool. So it's like I have like, so it's like during the week I'll play single player, weekend I'll crack out on multiplayer. But then they messed up my flow because they had the last one was like you had to promote 2 characters, so I had to like do that. But I accidentally promoted 2 before because I like was on that morning and I thought it was time, but it wasn't. So I like put so like 4 of my characters and like out of 6 classes. So Sentinel and Infiltrator. Well, Sentinel I left alone because I don't really like that class anymore because it's kind of nerfed in 3. So, but like 5 of the 6 classes I've been getting up to 20, so I can focus back on the single player. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, also I unlocked something really cool today where it's like because it basically the whole like Magic the Gathering deck building game, like meta game within the multiplayer, which is really deceptive and smart on BioWare's part, I gotta say, because I even spent real money on it, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, when I saw that on Facebook, it's like, no, my God, you did not. You did not.
Let me explain what happened. Okay, so basically, I had like money in my account already, and like there wasn't enough to buy a game, so I was like, okay, and like the amount that you spend is like so small. The RPG was totally right. He told me warning me about this. He's like, Tekken, you know it's going to add up like over time, blah blah blah. It's like whatever RPG. But so I had like 1,000 Microsoft points or something, like not enough to buy a game or whatever, and I was like, okay, I'll just buy some packs or whatever. And so I did that, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I did that. Like after I did it, and I had like instant regret. But then what they did, I was like so angry. So every week they like changed up stuff in the store where it's like they have different packs available, and so the ones that they had were like ones I really wanted. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a few. So I put like $20 on my PSN and my Xbox Live account to get like the equipment packs or whatever, or like not the equipment ones, but like the even super duper special equipment ones, because it's like you get 5 random equipment stuff and then like 5 other supply items. So it's like when you're playing on the D-pad, it's mapped like up is a missile launcher, left is ammo, down is your meta-gel to like revive you if you go down and your teammate can't get to like revive you, and then right is your instant shield and health heal. So it's like I just want to get a bunch of those to gear up, since I know I'm going to be cracking out on it anyway. So I was like, I'll just buy a ton of those. So I did, and so basically I spent like I'm not ashamed. So it's like okay, so basically $20 a pop on like PSN and 360. So
Wait,
like
$20 each or total?
Yeah, $20 each. So
oh
it's like
my
$20
God.
towards like gearing up my dudes and my ladies and my Astarian, Quarian, and Drells.
Oh my God.
To go out and destroy in multiplayer. So it's like, yeah, I don't have to worry about pushing the D-pad to get my, because like stuff goes down, dude, and like I don't want to be like, and like for a while there I had like no rocket launchers or no rockets, and like there'd be a Atlas or a something else that like took a long time to take down. I was like, dude, if I had a rocket launcher, I'd like still pull it out and kill this thing. So it's like I saw that problem. I don't care.
Oh my god.
$40 is like a drop in the bucket. Okay, it's like I get paid every 2 weeks, whatever. Like, I gotta say though, like after I did that, I was like, I totally see why Zynga and like all those other companies are just like raking in the dough of like Farmville and all that stuff, and it's just like the freemium model totally works. And like I can see why, because like when you're so when you're so insane like I am, and you're just like so into it, and you're like whatever, it's just $20, like whatever, just or it's only $40 and just pay up and. Magically, your money's gone, and you like have not bought a physical product. You just spend like $40 to get some digital item that you will never like touch or hold.
Especially if you spend it on the jumbo pack, it's gonna go. You're gonna spend those items. I was like, okay, I just spent like $3 on this pack, and now I don't have it anymore. So what did I just spend my money on?
That's the funny thing is like since it's a consumable item, it's like I'm gonna run out of them probably. Well, hopefully not since I bought like $20 worth, but we'll see.
Wait, so did you buy $20 worth of jumbo equipment packs?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, actually about. 40,
I have freaking 40 RPGs and I haven't spent one dime.
The game, it's like insurance policy, so like I never have to worry about running out. So I was going through them like it was like no tomorrow. So yeah.
Well, you know the trick, right? You're supposed to save them until wave 10 or 11.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know that now.
Yeah.
But like sometimes there's an emergency and you got to revive someone and stuff goes down and like
I see.
You know, just saying. There's like pyros around and like you're the only one there. But like. But it was funny because like that first time when I had money that was like already in my account on like PSN and 360, I was just like buying stuff like that was already on there and it wasn't the packs. And like I had some money like left over after I got the equipment packs or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'll get the Spectre pack or whatever. So I like got that with like the leftover amount, and then like after that I was like, I'm never buying those again because it's like so random. It's like you never know. It's like life's a box of chocolates, and you never know what you're gonna get. It's like even worse because it's like. This pack that you're buying, yeah, it says you can get like a rare or an uncommon, but it's not guaranteed, so it could be a turd. So it's like, yeah, that totally happened. I was like, I'm never spending money on those again. Only the stuff that is like, I know it's in it, like the equipment pack or any other pack that has, oh, this is in here no matter what, if you buy it. But I don't plan on buying anything else, so it's like, yeah, I'm good. No
I don't know, that premium Spectre pack looks pretty tasty. Shut up. I've already gotten like really good stuff out of those 2 packs.
I have 2. I got a Sorry Adept. I was like, yay. So, yeah.
Man. $40. $40. Oh, my God. That's a game, dude. That's a game.
That's I know. That's Tegan's story of how he just bent over and gave it to BioWare when they're like, hey, we got this stuff.
Oh, not BioWare. EA, man. They're like, oh, man. This one dude
gave
us
crazy.
$40. Whoever designed this, you're a genius. I knew that's the reason why they added that. Oh, do you want to spend points or $3? Man, that is so evil.
It's even worse on PSN though, because it's like $1.50. It's not like 120 points. It's like $1.99 or $1.49. It's like so low that you like your impulse is like eating away at me and like take it, do it, yeah, no questions asked, let's do it, yeah. And I'm like, okay, it's only $1.50. Nah, give him my money. So I'm good. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, and I'm not going to spend like $40 more next time I'm talking about Mass Effect 3 and the co-op and the multiplayer. So yeah, but yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. But I was going to talk about like the character customization because I didn't notice that you could customize I noticed you could customize like your colors and all that stuff, but I didn't know it carried over to like other parts of the body. So like on the Asari, if you give them like color customization on their armor, it like also lets you customize their face paint. So that's pretty cool. But there's only 2 types, so that's kind of it's cool. But hopefully they add more over time. And like also the Turians don't have face paint, so hopefully they add that in too. But yeah, I have no idea where I'm going with this right now. So Gamer, you can go ahead and pick it up because I don't know. I don't really have anything to add about like the single player. 'Cause it's awesome. So whatever.
Well, single player, whatever. Ending aside.
Yeah, ending aside.
It's still an awesome game, I gotta say. I mean, I was kind of disappointed like how you think, oh, there's gonna be this big lead up from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, and it just like seemed like they had no time to do anything they wanted to do. So, just if they had like one more year, they could have fleshed out like a final big battle where it's like Rachni are just killing everything. If you had the Rachni, they're just like Starship Troopers. Like, oh, there's like these big bugs. Oh, they're helping me. Yes, they're killing the Reapers. And I don't know. I do like what I've seen online. It's like whether or not certain characters were not in your favor, they'll be your enemies in Mass Effect 3. Though that's an awesome thing that happened. Like, I wish that would happen, but I'm a good guy, so that never happened. So yeah, can't wait to do my renegade run from Mass Effect 1. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I also can't wait to do my run with the since I haven't, well, my character I've started into, but I haven't finished where I get everybody killed. But like I import it into 3 and like there's just standing characters, so that'd be weird.
Yeah, that was the thing in my playthrough. Both Mordin and Rex were killed, so I had these stand-ins who didn't have a different type of like how do you call it, personality to them. It just felt like they were Rex and Mordin, but just with different names. And that's the point. Like, wow. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there was supposed to be this emotional impact at this certain scene with a certain character, and it never happened with me because like, oh, this character wasn't in my party, so why should I care if he gets killed or lives? So that was kind of disappointing. But I did like all the jabs at Shepard, like, oh, you can't dance, or how Conrad Werner, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I put my, what's it?
Put my gun in your face.
Yeah, what's that? No, yeah, I'm sorry, I accused you of putting your gun in my face, because like you said, was it last time, like, it was a bug, right, you said? Or something.
Oh, yeah.
That the decision never went through, so that was pretty funny. And that, I do like seeing like old characters from Mass Effect 1, even though PS3 users won't even know what the hell. I don't think, are they in the game?
Actually, it's weird, because for my Femship on PS3, Balak from Bring Down the Sky is in there, but they never reference what that is in the second game. So it's like really weird how he showed up.
Oh, is he there?
Yeah.
Because on 360 I did kill him, so.
That's like the one exception of like Mass Effect 1 stuff. It's like, the only thing in there from my PS3 Femship was that guy, but besides that, everything was like in Mass Effect 2 and forward, so that's weird.
Oh, okay, so like that doctor for Mass Effect 1, she was not in PS3?
Actually she is.
Oh, she is?
Oh, actually, I had a theory about that. Like, basically, I think she's in there because, like, no matter what in Mass Effect 1, you're gonna run through that part with Garrus where you go to the doctor to get her.
Yeah.
So, that's probably why she's in there.
But does Shepard, like, reference, oh, no. How are you doing these days since what happened?
No, he doesn't.
Mass Effect 1?
Or she didn't.
Oh, okay. Because in the 360 version, they do talk about it, so that's kind of weird.
Actually, I don't remember how to go back.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay. No, it's fine. I just want...
I love like all that dialogue stuff that they did like outside the Normandy. That was like so good. Like when you're on the Citadel.
Oh, like how there's actual people.
Yeah.
Outside of the ship. Like, okay, of course these people want to come with me into the Citadel. They're not gonna stand on the ship. Oh, Shepard, do whatever you want. We'll just stay in the ship and whatever.
Or just follow you around when you're on the hub world.
And that was great. Like, one of the things I wanted was like, can't there be at least people moving around in like the levels? And there are at least one or two. It's not all of them, but that's okay. Because like it felt weird going through a level like everyone's just standing around. There's no one moving or anything. It's like, is this how this happens in this? I don't know.
And like another cool thing, I just remembered all these things I want to talk about now. But whatever. It's like another thing is like you actually finally get to use your Spectre status when you go to the Spectre.
Oh man, yeah, that was great.
And actually be like, I'm going to authorize this with my Spectre status or not. That's pretty cool. And actually like impacts things too, because I'm not going to give it away, but there's like something that I thought was like going to be a good thing to like do, but it wasn't. Like I ended up regretting it and being all sad. I was like, no. So I know next time not to do that.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, as a Spectre, you'd think I could get past with not paying anyone any money, but then you still have to pay money when you get those like weapons. I was like, I'm a Spectre, dude. Just give me the freaking gun.
Yeah, and their like gear's like the most expensive too, so you won't even get it until like really later on.
Those Spectre guns are useless.
Crap. Yep.
It's like I spent like what 200 was it 200,000?
I think it's like
or is it 600,000?
think it's 125,000. I could be wrong.
It was really high.
Yeah, it's high.
I had to save up for it. And then like I was like using it. I was like, this isn't better than the one I had before. Oh man, I don't know. I liked it. Can't wait to platinum it. But they have this stupid trophy or achievement that you have to get 5,000 kills. Like, oh, it's taking forever.
Wow.
I already platinumed it.
Whatever.
I even got it
Really?
for Zafro. I went to rub his face in it, but I didn't. I was like, oh, I should really do it for like the #1 trophy horror, but whatever.
Yeah, it's an easy platinum. Man, Insanity, it's so easy. Like I was complaining about it like the first couple stages because you didn't have. They took away this one character with overload, and I had no one to take out the shields from anyone. So I was like, oh, I'm so screwed.
And you know what, gamer? That's why you play engineer. That's what I gotta say about that.
And Vanguard all the way, man. Vanguard, they are like unstoppable once you have that barrier recharge and Nova.
Yeah.
You just gonna be like Nova, barrier.
Actually, it's weird because
man.
since I play Vanguard and I haven't played multiplayer human because I want to save it for my Tekken Shepherd, I have not played like human Vanguard yet at all, so I don't know how they play. I've only played Vanguard from like the Asari and the Gel, so it's like, ah.
They're crazy, impossible to kill. Well,
They
except
like-
against a turret. Turret just can kill me in 1 second. Okay. Hate turrets.
It's like I fell in love with the engineer in the second game, and like even in the third game, I still think they're the best class, prepared for like everything that could be thrown at you.
And I just hated the only thing I hated in the game was the obnoxious grenade spam from Call of Duty. Just
Oh
through
yeah.
the game.
See,
Man.
I didn't mind that because it felt like they were actually trying to flush me out of cover.
Yeah.
So it felt like they actually had like a tactic, the enemies, to like actually get you out of cover, to like be on your guard. So
But
you can just get in cover and like kill everything.
I was like, there's a grenade coming, and there's 2 turrets aiming at me. Well, it doesn't aim at my fucking teammates. That was my big things. Like, my teammates are just standing there, one shooting, like, in some awkward direction. Like, oh, dude, I'm like telling you to shoot this person. Like, they're like, no, Shepard, no, Shepard. Oh. Can't do that, Shepard. It's like, am I the only one gonna do this? God. So I just charge everything.
Did you get the From Ashes DLC?
Yeah, and oh my God, that's one thing.
You think that should have been on the disc?
That should have been on the disc.
Yeah, I can't believe that wasn't on the disc. That's
unbelievable. That was like $10. I have to pay for it for PS3 when I do my single player playthrough. It's like, oh man, seriously? What happened to Project $10? Like,
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, what happened to... we had, like, Cerberus Network with, like, free stuff that we got.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we have online passes. Like, are we only going to get, like, access to multiplayer? Like, that all we get from the online pass in this game? Because if so, that is some effed up stuff.
yeah,
For, like,
I think that was it, right?
no free content. I'm going to be very angry about that, if that's how that turns out.
That's pretty much it for single player. Multiplayer, man, I'm getting really tired of those stages. And
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed. Like, there's no collectors, there's no droids, you know, or maybe the Rachni or something fun.
No, Batarians.
Yeah, no Batarians. What the hell? Maybe because they were wiped out.
That's another
single
thing
player?
about the single player dude is like there's only a few races that are like in there for like a split second that were in Mass Effect 2 or 1 for like they were like prominently featured because there's like 3 Vorcha and like that's it.
So
I was
what?
like,
At least have them in multiplayer to fight against.
I know.
You know they're pretty easy to kill. So.
They skimped out on like a lot of stuff.
Or
but-
like, can you fight the Hanar? Or what if they have some secret power, like they just wipe you out or something? I don't know. Make something up for multiplayer, because like it feels really bare bones at the moment. Because I already played like the stages so many times, I know where the choke points are, and I don't know. I was playing bronze the entire time. I was like, oh man, this is getting boring. So I went up to silver. It's like, oh man, this is fantastic. It's like the difficulty's ramped up, and now I have to go to gold. When I get bored of silver, it's like, oh man, what's the next step up from that? Nothing. I need something, because it's the one game that's been keeping me from buying new games, and it's a good feeling because I've been saving my money.
It was so weird because like in the demo there's 2 stages and they're both within the same territory and space, and I thought there's going to be like so much more like in the full version, but there's like 4 more stages or something, so
Yeah.
that's a letdown. And only 3 enemy types, so that's kind of a downer too.
I gotta say, man, that random number generator in the card pack. That is evil. Especially when you get the commendation pack for doing like this really difficult thing. Oh, you have to promote 2 characters. Then you get a freaking hurricane, which is the worst weapon I've ever even used. It's terrible. It's supposed to be an N7 weapon. It's just like, oh, this is ultra rare. You could never get this gun ever again.
I didn't know you hate that gun, Gamer. I gave that to Liara to use all the time.
Did you use it?
No, I didn't use it.
The freaking recoil is like crazy. You have to like hold down the aiming stick like all the way down just so that it'll shoot up. Like, oh, Jesus. And it barely does any damage. It's like, what's the use of this weapon?
Yeah, that's the other thing is like they're all locked at like tier 1, so
it's like I want to get a Widow, so I've been like spending on Spectre packs, premium packs, and then nothing comes out. I just get shitty SMGs. Like, who uses SMGs? Those are terrible weapons. Like I finally got a Carniflex from one of the premium Spectre packs. Like, oh, finally, because I got it on 360. I was like, this is cool, but I won on PS3.
I've only had that happen with like the character classes because I have all except for the Turian Sentinel. Except for the Krogan Sentinel on 360, I have all the alien races, so it's like I'm good there. But then on like PS3, I have like barely any of them, so it's like whatever. But I have like the weapons I want, so I'm good.
Because I want to get the Widow because the Mantis I already upgraded to 10, right? And it barely does any damage on silver. It's like it doesn't kill them in one shot like I used to in bronze. So it's like, oh man, I have to get a new weapon. Because the thing about these hard difficulties, if you don't have the proper weapons, while it's still possible to win, to survive, it is very difficult without getting the high-powered weapons.
I should try these higher difficulties things. I've only been playing bronze and just like grinding it out easily.
I mean, but the thing is, you can grind out on bronze. But the thing is the time investment, right? It's like I could spend 20 minutes on bronze, getting 15,000 silver. Because, experience, who gives a shit about experience? Because it doesn't matter. You just care about the gold to buy new weapons. But you spend that 20 minutes just getting 15,000. You could spend that 20 minutes getting 30,000 or 60. It's like, what's the big trade-off? It's like, do you want to spend weapons? Do you want to spend, like, equipment where it's like you have to use, like, ammo, armor? What's the other one?
Ammo, armor, weapon?
Weapon bonuses, yeah. Do I want to spend those on
actually it's cool because the only time I even used that was when I was doing the silver challenges for the weekend event. Because I put cryo ammo on and like a buff to my assault rifle and something else for my power defenses and then like cleared it that time, so that was cool.
That's the thing, you have to like, do I want to use those and see if I could win? Because if you don't win, it's just a waste of equipment, so. It's a nice trade-off, but that stupid card pack bullshit. It's so irritating because like you want something, it's like you buy it, and like you spend like 4 hours, 5 hours just grinding credits, and like, will I get this freaking gun that lasts? No, you'll just get this shitty SMG. I guess that's the allure of that type of multiplayer, though. Compared to like, oh, level up. Call of Duty. I stopped playing the game. I got tired of it.
I haven't touched it in months.
I still got map packs to check out.
Yeah, I got that. There's an Overgrown map. Was that Overgrown or some old name? It's like, oh, I downloaded it. I haven't even played the new maps because I didn't know that you have to do it in a specific playlist, and that specific playlist only high-ranking people play that.
Crazy high-ranking people.
So it's like, do I want to play the new maps and just be humiliated and get the loss, or do I just not play the game and be happy?
I thought you said they fixed that Trioptical, like you could play the maps outside of those janky playlists.
Well, I mean, like right now, the only people who have the maps are Elite members.
Oh, I see.
So that's why it's an Elite playlist. But it turns out everyone who bought Elite, or most people who bought Elite, are really hardcore. I guess makes sense. But I'm not hardcore. It's like, oh my gosh, this is easy.
We just wanted new maps, man. We just wanted new maps. We don't want freaking insulting, demoralizing playthroughs when we're playing these new maps. But I now regret paying the $50 for Elite.
Yeah, Elite
to be
is
honest.
not. It's not been as cool as they sort of made it out to be. The contest stuff, okay, that sounds really cool, but then the real
hardcore.
it's like the real prizes. Unless you're super hardcore or you play, 24-hour period, you're never gonna get it. So you get these badges. It's like, oh look, I got this virtual badge. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, a gorilla. I don't know what it is. So yay me. And then like the video content is like, well, it's a lot like there was that show on G4 Arena where they would. It's basically like it's like televised Call of Duty, except Call of Duty isn't interesting televised. Like when you on Arena they would play SOCOM, and in SOCOM and this is old SOCOM, so it's like when you're dead, you're dead. So you could watch a guy and there would be sort of strategy going on. It's like, he's sort of doing this and he's trying to do this, and then that's what he's doing. Whereas the Call of Duty ones are just like, oh, he ran in and got a triple kill and then died. Oh, and then he started running. Oh, he's got this thing and he's dropped, he dropped the air support. Oh, and then he died. It's like, you come back so quickly. The tension isn't really there. It's just, yeah.
Oh, so it's not like capture the flag or search and destroy like that?
Well, they play all. So far, the ones I've watched, the one they played Domination, and then another one they played, Kill Confirmed. And Kill Confirmed is like, well,
Pretty
okay,
much,
this guy is camping here and he's shooting these guys, and then he's dead. And then it's like, well, what's the strategy? Why did he die? There's nothing to analyze. It's like, well, yeah, that guy turned around, he saw him, and he killed him. That's what you do. And like Domination is like, oh, they're working as a team? It's like, well, not. I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, sometimes you win because one guy wasn't working in the team, and he just kept running off and trying to capture the other points that no one else is there for. But yeah, so that's the only video series I watched for it. It's Friday Night Fights. And the thing is, like, the teams that they choose don't really even. It's like, well, why do I care who 4 people from New York and 4 people from Boston? It's like, I don't get it. It's like, oh, New York versus Boston. It's like, well, not really. It's those 4 guys and those 4 guys, which is the same as every other Call of Duty. It's like, okay, yeah, this guy, he's in the army, but on the other hand, he is just a guy.
Yeah, it's like, how does that equate to advantage in Call of Duty?
Pretty much.
So yeah, I talked a bunch about the Mass Effect 3 single player on the Mirror Match episode 4, so just listen to that if you want to hear my complete thoughts about it. I don't really feel like gushing all over it again, so yeah. I'm still playing Dragon Quest 4, but I'm kind of stalled. I think I'm towards the end, but I'm not sure, so I should be finishing it soon. It's still a grind and fun, but if you're into that, you'll like it. If you're not, well, whatever. Did anybody have anything else to add before we go into the next segment?
I'm good.
Yep. I mean, nope.
I guess the one thing I will add is I wish more of my friends were playing Mass Effect 3, because seriously, it's like, that's kind of a downer. It's like, oh man.
Oh, wait, I forgot something. Mass Effect 3 invitation system on PSN is fucking bullshit. Oh my god. Like, I get this, invitation message from Titan. Okay, I gotta join fast. You click an invitation, it'll boot you out to the main screen, and they'll go back into multiplayer. And it's gonna, select your character. Select my character, I already had a character. And then you select your character. Then it'll go to the battle. But then by the time you get there, match is full. Fuck you, BioWare. Jesus Christ. I was already in the main menu of multiplayer. It's like, why boot me out to the main menu of the game just to boot into multiplayer again? Like, what the hell? It makes no sense. Rather in, like, that's why it's so easy in 360. You just say, join session in progress. Instant. It's like, what the fuck? This is like outsourced piece of shit or whatever. Man, that was frustrating. I was like, I want to join Tekken. I was join Tekken. No. Nope. Whatever. I'm just gonna play with randoms.
Speaking of playing with randoms, Gamer, do you have the same, or have you like noticed the same thing where it's like nobody uses a mic like at all?
I don't get that.
It's like 10% of the.
It's weird. The first week I played against a lot of guys that had mics, like, or they're doing strategies and like, oh, revive me, like that. Like then, like as soon as like week after week, it's like less people use their mics. Or on 360, you can't even hear them, even though you see the blue thing, the blue mic is on, because they're in party chat. It's like, okay, how does it help me if you want to ask for help or something? That doesn't help me at all. So.
And then it's like I still have that weird like the random person I'll revive and they'll unmute themselves and be like thanks and like themselves still happens. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Still weird. It's like so weird. That's like wow, that's interesting.
Well, I just turn on my mic and mute it so I just hear the other person because like usually I just like spew profanities after seeing that Geth Prime just like rape my body. Man. Geth Primes and Ravagers, terrible.
Actually,
terrible.
I've figured. Oh, dude, Ravagers. I like those are my least favorite enemies in the game. They're like mobile artillery with legs. It's like they can.
Especially if they're bunched up together. Oh man.
They always are bunched up. There's always a group of two like later on, and it's like really, how am I supposed to kill them?
If you have a Banshee running on your ass, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Unless you're the infiltrator class where you could cloak.
Yeah.
You're fucked. Seriously. It's like, because this Banshee, the Banshee and the Brute can one-hit kill you. They just grab you and, stab you. Then you're dead.
So can the Atlas, but it really happens.
Oh, the Atlas, yeah. But, man, unless you're stupid enough to be up close to the Atlas,
yeah.
Like a Vanguard, let's say.
I haven't had it happen to anybody, so it's like, I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it once, but
except for my AI squad mates in the single player, ... I was like, really? Did that just happen to my single player? Like, did the yard just get crushed by the Atlas? Why?
But yeah, because like there's like certain strategies like a Vanguard should never charge a Banshee because they could always get grabbed.
Yeah.
For some reason in the animation as they're charging her, so it's been fun. I really like the multiplayer. It's so good. I know I like that cooperative aspect of it. It's like, revive me, dude. Yes! I revive you. As there's two primes coming, I'm just like, decoy, revive you. Oh, nice.
See, I also like how they added the synergy powers of like biotic explosion and like tech explosion and the fire explosion.
Yeah.
So like basically what that is like you have two biotics and like one does pool. Or say you're like an adept and you use pool and like you have a Vanguard on your team and they do the charge. It'll create a biotic explosion and do like even more damage and like to that opponent and like sometimes it instant kills them. It usually does. So that's pretty cool.
It also does area of effect as well. So it's great against crowds. Like, oh man, you can't believe how much damage it does against like armor people. Like, oh man, it's crazy. That's why, man, I can't wait to get my Asari Adept going.
Oh, dude, not the best class, but like one of the funnest class to play is the Drill Adept because they have Reeve, which is completely broken.
Reeve is throughout the entire match. You'll hear that sound effect.
Yeah, it's so good though. It's so good, like so awesome. That's the other cool thing is like since like not all these classes I've used or not all the I've used all the classes, but not all the powers. I didn't use all of them like in Mass Effect 2. Like to like use them for the first time in this game to like see how they like work and their properties. That's pretty cool because like Reeve apparently is like an anti-armor and barrier as well as like just awesome against organics. And I was like, wow, that's really broken but awesome. So
did you see like there's some people there's a Drell Adept that does Reeve on a person, and then there's a Asari Vanguard that just charges. It does major damage. And I saw this video there on gold out of all.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one?
I don't know if it's the same one, but I did see one that was like on.
They were reaving everything. Reaving, charge, reave, charge, and they were just killing everything. I was like, oh man.
See, the cool thing about that is like you can use like the lower tiered classes like the Adepts like in a team, and like they can just destroy with their biotics. Because even though they don't have like good weapon damage or like they're they're not as powerful like in a straight up fight. They can just like explode like the crap out of everything. So it's pretty cool. And you have, like the. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, they're so good. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. We just got carried away again from Mass Effect 3. Sorry. It's good. Just people play it. I'm surprised that Joe didn't boot his up yet. Man, like I thought he was a Mass Effect fan.
I know, right?
He's stuck playing Star Wars. Well, what the hell? See, that's the Star Wars pull is bigger than the Mass Effect one. It's like, oh, now you know where your duty lies.
Or it's just the MMO effect where it sucks him in, and then like he's there for months at a time before it spits him back out for him to play something else. But yeah, I'm done gushing over Mass Effect 3, and we can go on to our next segment, which is the news and stuff after this. Yeah.